Hi guys, and welcome back to my dad's channel. Ow. I do really have this channel.
Hopefully y'all are having a good day. I figured I'd make a quick video on the old tool truck. This is the tool truck we had when I started years and years and years ago. And this thing was an absolute jewel. It definitely got the job done. Yeah, it's a little different than the other tool trucks we have. It's smaller. When we got the it's the older one now, but that one was really nice compared to this thing. But it had the old door here for the door frame where the steel is, and it's been cut out of here now, but they just kind of throw some stuff in here now. But anyways, she was to start the generator. They wanted you to start the truck. Just little stuff. She's got the old bins up. We had, I mean, there was stuff that come out like right here, so there was hardly enough room to walk in this whole thing. And because we had, there was some power action, but there was the fitting bins. There might have been a fitting bin up here. Then you had the fuel tank there. But this is the old tool truck. Now it's just got some stuff thrown in her. But yeah, you can tell that there has been quite a few hoses smacked against that in her day. Fittings getting put on hoses. There's just all the history and all that. Yeah, this thing was quite the jewel back in the day, but she's cleaned out now. Yeah, we were always safety first with the fire extinguisher there. But no roll-up door, didn't work. And but yeah, this is the old tool truck. It's got a nice step here coming down. No lift gate on this, which we got spoiled with those. But yeah, we had some good times with her. They got a new door on it. I don't know what we'll find in here. Probably an animal or something. This is Clare County Lives. I remember Randall wearing that hat. That's what's funny. And this old phone box in here. Telephone box. Is it that old? Motorola? Yeah. She was a golden jewel. She had all kinds of stuff in her, let me tell you. We had all kinds of goodies back in there. This was back in the day. Yeah, she was a stick shift, and she was loud, and just like every other style, the dash was just about coming out of her when you're going down the road. But oh, I got to drive her a couple times, and it was an absolute jewel. Just an absolute jewel. That hat way down there, I can tell you it's Randall's too. I remember it sitting on his head when he had his big old bushy beard in the winter. He run the beans out of this thing. But yeah, the door's the nicest thing on it. It's got the old cat diesel power going on. She was screaming. And we come one time, we were in the back of this bean field, and it was just absolute mud. We got rained out, and we come out of the landing with this thing, and another guy used to work here was driving, and he scared me to death. This thing was going sideways, and we were on the side of this hill, and he had her just pegged, and this thing was just a screaming, and I had never rode in a whole lot. Well, I was holding on for dear life, and he was laughing. But this thing's gone some places out in the woods. When they broke down out in the woods with these old things, you just drove it right out in the woods. It didn't matter, stumps and all. She'd go out there. It's not like the new ones. This thing's seen some things in her day. But yeah, she's no longer on the road. She served her time well. You can see where they welded all that on for the back of her there. It's just a beautiful piece of history. We need to park it out by the road. or not. But yeah, the old tool truck. When I started, this is all we had, and it was pretty special. It was pretty special. I don't even remember everything that it had in here because I was so young and dumb. But yeah, Firewood yard is coming together, I'm telling you. Finally, if you remember any old videos, like the old when we were cutting firewood with Splitzilla. Splitzilla's over there, and this whole area here was just a giant pile of just junk, and it was all just thrown in a pile, and it's all been organized now. They got the stuff that for Splitzilla put over here. Now they got stuff that in the future can be processed over here, and then all the short little pieces are all sitting over there for the splitter. But there's some sweethearts that got thrown out over the years. There's some nastiness in here, but it's great firewood. But it's just, what do you do with stuff like this? You know what I mean? You got to take a chainsaw to that stuff. So yeah, it's got some dirt in there, let me tell you. But yeah, so you have a bunch of stuff like this, and this stuff that he's got sorted out has to be cut up with a chainsaw. So, but he went through and organized all that. That's the gravy that we cut over there. So, but it's all been organized. It looks way better back here. I mean, there was just a giant pile of garbage. I mean, it was not garbage, it was all this stuff, but he sorted it all out with the tractor. So yeah, that's the firewood update. We got some firewood in the yard finally. We didn't have any in the yard as far as our cut off the slasher stuff. But now we have some, and there's a bunch more in the woods. And there's a bunch more firewood we have cut in the woods. Bunches and bunches. But yeah, there's some sweetheart stuff like this. It's great firewood. And make a sweet table if you want to saw that up. All the knots in it. But then there's some big stuff. That won't quite go through the chipper. That's a little too big. And she was hand cut. But a little bit of update. It's unbelievably better back here than it was a couple months ago, let me tell you, because this was all just full. Now it's all cleaned up, and there's a chunk of beech there. There's just stuff everywhere. But great firewood. It just had to be sorted out. The problem with it all being thrown in them giant piles like it was, which you're gonna have a little bit in these piles, is we had bees in there. Bad, and you'd send some people out with a chainsaw and it was nasty. People were getting stung. But man, that's a big chunk right there. That is a big chunk of wood. So, yep, it's coming together out here. And we need to make a firewood processing video here in the next few weeks. So, because right now there's not a whole lot of firewood going on. I'm getting it organized. Getting it organized right now. And then let's see what happens. A little mud, but you can kind of see it's all organized. Here's a pile of small stuff. Dragonflies everywhere. Processor sitting pretty back there by herself. But yeah, and then you have your pretty stuff over there. That's all the stuff we cut. We cut this too, but we cut that for the for the processor. That's the gravy stuff for them. We try to get the nice stuff for them, the straight stuff, not the too crooked and nasty stuff. That's too deep to walk through. I don't want to get my feet wet. No reason to get all dirty. But yeah, the old firewood's slowed down a little bit. You know, being that now it's 90 degrees out. But this is the gravy stuff over here. We'll just go for a quick walk through the firewood yard. And like I said, there is gobs of this stuff out in the woods. That's got to get hauled back here. There's a lot of wood, but some of this we cut off from this job here, which is probably this longer stuff right here. But that's what you like to have when it comes to cutting it with a processor. That's the gravy stuff, the gravy action. But yeah, it's all been sorted out and there's wood everywhere. So that's a quick video here at the shop at the Firewood yard and the old tool truck. That was pretty interesting back in the day. So thanks for watching, everybody. We'll have a Firewood video coming up here. It's going to be a little while. It'll be a good video. It's going to be the best Firewood video we've ever put up. Hopefully. I don't know. That's just a guess. This is one that we haven't trimmed up yet, that we cut when we were when we were chipping here. That's a sweetheart there. Just trim her up, put her on the processor. So thanks for watching. Just keep rolling. You know, even if you have crotchety cherry,